Mic check.
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. Here we are. Lovely Saturday night, and but it looks quite cloudy in the Temple of Speed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the to race number 5 of Indian Racing League Season 8, where which started with what looked like a two-way fight for the championship, but quickly turned into a four-way battle between Hushraf, Ahif, Caesar, and Vifix. Who's gonna take a poll today, and how will the championship turn from this race? Will be going live with it, and we are live. But along with me in the com box is my drinking buddy and possibly the only guy from the idle community who I had beers and drinks with but never raced wheel to wheel, and possibly the only guy who can break his back while just after waking up from his bed. So welcome Schmidt Shah, and how are you feeling today?
That was a crazy intro, Suraj. Thanks so much. Nevertheless, I am feeling great, no doubt about it. And yep, I am as excited as you are for this race. And I am seeing the weather looks a bit dull. People are putting fast times. I don't know if it's gonna rain in Quali soon, but people are putting up time, which is definitely good to see, because it could rain. It could rain, and that is why everybody's going quick. And Vifix has just put the fastest lap. So maybe you want to take us through, someone's hot lap while we go through the quali section.
For sure, Smith. And as I could see from the data, I don't think it's gonna rain this season, this session, and also in the next. So it's gonna be a dry race and dry quali, in my opinion. But yeah, as we are speaking, I see Vifix. I think he did just complete his flying lap. Who is on a flying lap? Basil is on a flying lap. And if I have to see, if I'll just quickly set the data right. Been a while since I'm back from here, but yeah, I think it should be fine. Not it is, but it is now. Yeah. So yeah, Basil, who is looks like he is on a flying lap, but yeah, is he pushing? Is he pushing?
I don't think so. His lights are blinking, but I did see Caesar who started the flying lap. So maybe we can go on board with him.
So yeah, Caesar, one of our OG of Indian Racing League, and just struggling a bit to get the detail right. Right. So yeah, Caesar approaching to the tricky Ascari, and takes quite nicely. I think he struggled in middle of Ascari, but I did not capture if he was improving in sector 2. But let's see where does it put him. P15 right now, and is it gonna be in high 19s, low 20s, or it is high 20s. So that didn't really look like a lap from Caesar at all, Smith. That
Yep.
Caesar we knew.
I think it's just a banker lap that he's putting. Definitely, there is time left, and we know AlphaTauri boys in Division One are doing great.
Right.
So
So Caesar lost 2 tenths in sector 1 and almost 7 tenths in sector 2. So yeah, I think something he didn't had a good Ascari, or maybe in few corners before that. But yeah, and let's see who we are. Mayank has put a lap now. He's into pit. So Hushraf is out on an out lap right now. What do you think, Smith? Hushraf, Vifix, Caesar, Ahif, is he racing today? Yes, he's racing, but he is in P17, hasn't put a lap yet. So, who do you think will take a pole today?
very tricky, but me being an AlphaTauri guy in IRL Season 8 right now, I'm gonna back my IRL boys again. So yeah, it could be either Wifix or Caesar, could be going for the win. But you never know because IF has been doing great, and we know Hushraf is someone who has been, doing. I mean, he's done great throughout the seasons that he's raced so far. So we'll see about it. Yep.
Right, so now let's onboard with Hushraf, who seems to have taken turn 1 not as smooth as he would have liked, but yeah, going to the Variante, and I think this section is something that Malav is famous for, but yeah, and as he takes approaches Lesmos, as a Lesmo 1, how does he take it? Does he take it well? Yep, the cars are heavy this time around in this season, but yeah, quite nice. Goes to Lesmos 2. Looks a decent lap. Let's check as he is about to finish sector 2 and see if he's improving by something. He's just improving by a tenth, hardly a tenth. So already up on Vifix's time, looks on course to beat Vifix's high 119s right now, and needs a good exit, needs a good parabolica exit. Does Hushraf. So does he take? It looks like he is. And where does it put him? He goes to 10. So he almost gained 2 tenths in sector 3, Smith, and that looked like a mega lap, didn't it?
That did. That definitely did. I mean, it's put him on the pole for this quali. But
Now
we
comes
cannot
with
leave guys behind. We cannot leave the other guys behind. We know for sure the Vifix, Jishnu, Shadow, all these guys are really quick. So
right, and riding with Vifix right now, who has started his flying lap. I think has matched his sector 1 previous best, but remember his 2, he needs 2 and almost 3 tenths to beat that lap from Hushraf. Now we approach to Lesmos and Lesmo 2, yep, and now let's see how much has he improved in sector 2. Almost similar to Hushraf, almost a tenth. So now this sector 3 is all important for the championship contenders, the top 2 championship competitors as of now as we speak. So yeah, Parabolica, he needs a great exit, and looks like he has a pretty smooth exit and smooth Parabolica, I must say, Smith. And does he
yeah,
beat? Does he beat? Does he beat? No, he doesn't. It's
Oh,
200. 200. So it is sector 3 where all the difference is. It is in sector 3 for Vifix and Hushraf. So yeah, riding with Basil. Is he improving? No, he is
I don't
not.
think so because I saw him going off track. Maybe he was giving someone the way. And it's already he's 1 minute on his time right now. So he's up by 14 seconds definitely. So he's not improving there. But in the meantime, let me check if someone else is.
So yeah, let's talk about Jishnu. Has shown quite a pace this season. but he is not improving. It looks like he's on his, or he has abandoned his run.
Yep.
Kimi, racing with us from season one. He is also has put a strong lap, 22. So you quite few guys like from P3 to P9. It's almost like 3 tenths difference. So quite
Yeah,
close.
and the crazy thing is P1 to P11 almost, everybody's under 1 second. So we can see that the setups are very similar. It's just how they would be, playing around later during the main race with their, I don't know, front wings or tire temps. So I think it's all going to be down to how they finally have the setups made. But a very close battle between Vifix and Hushraf is what I foresee.
Right, but you cannot discount Caesar 1310 and Ahif, who is in pits. I'm not sure why he hasn't put a lap yet. I I'm not up to date with the what happening with Stewart's report, but don't think Ahif has a quali ban. Nushan obviously likes self-imposed quali ban all the time, but Ahif, I'm not sure if that's the case. So, but yeah, so we Jishnu is there in P5, Kimi there, Ethan is there in P7, Yash at P8, and Shadow P9. Bharat has shown some pace, and Mayank P11. So yeah, Mayank putting up quite some good times, and Phantom again with us from season 1, chip schema, easy level. So, yeah, I mean, what do you reckon? Uh, does anybody, or has anybody, or is anybody brave enough to run 0-0 wings and Monza?
As far as I know, it could be the likes of Noopshan or it could be Azun or someone, but I don't see Azun in the race tonight. So yeah, but yeah, if he would have been here, I'm sure he would be running 0-0.
Yeah, what a character, Razun CR7. So, yep,
Oh, I just caught Chips spinning at the exit of Ascari. That was unfortunate because he was improving a bit. But nevertheless, I see easy level crossing just about to cross the line, and I think he would improve. Yep, he does improve, and he goes to P10. That puts him to P10, so that's a decent lap again. So now we have top 13 under 1 second. So,
that's something.
and yeah, and from P3 to P13, they are just
It's hardly
under
9
8
tenths.
tenths. They are 9 tenths. So it's super crazy. The speed these guys are carrying at Monza.
Right, and as we approach final 2 minutes, final 3 minutes of the session, Hushraf preparing his out lap and about to start his flying lap, will be thinking how do I improve and what that margin would be, so that which is there but not there yet for Bifix. And as that mindset starts, Hushraf his flying lap. All do you think P1 is a good position to start in Monza, Smith?
It definitely is what I feel. Though it depends on what kind of a race start one gets. So if I'm getting pole in Monza, it's not great for the guys behind because they know they're going to lose their front wing. I never get a decent launch. So yeah, but these guys they know how to launch their cars at the race starts. So I think it's decent that way.
Uh, that's very fair, I shall say. And Hushraf has backed out for some reason. Not sure why, but Vifix, who is just exited the pits, Caesar, Basil, yeah, Kimi looks is on a flying lap. Let's ride out with him, Kimi.
In fact,
Just
if I could suggest, let's
yep,
go with Ahif because he's going to put only one lap and he's just started. And I'm on board with him. He's just gone
right.
through the
So
first chicane.
what have you done us
So
for this lap, Smith?
definitely. So we have Ahif who has started the lap and he's going to turn 3. Car definitely looks much planted, and he's about to. I mean, he's done with the first sector. It does say purple. I don't know if it's a game glitching, but that was purple sector 1 for him. Definitely great if it was definitely purple. but car definitely looks great going through turn 6 and turn 7. Now let's see, he's gonna get a great tow from that Haas. Okay, that is definitely a good tow. I would love that tow from Haas. Takes Haas carry. Oh, that was lovely by him. It all comes down to Parabolica now. Let's see how he takes the last turn. I think the way he's put the lap, it could definitely be, I think, top 5 or
He
top
missed
6.
out. He missed out. Parabolica wasn't as expected for
Uh,
I. He did, but
yeah,
yeah,
he goes
23 and
P10.
then going on. Vifix Hushraf has made an error, so it is game over for Hushraf. Let's see if Vifix, who is 2 tenths up on his
Oh,
previous time, so that's gonna be a mega lap if he does that. Let's see as he approaches turn 4, turn 3 per se, and now Lesmo. So Lesmo 1 done smoothly by Vifix. Going ahead for Lesmo 2. He would want a great exit from here, and that as smooth as butter from Vifix Cutter. And let's see where does he put himself. Oh, he's down, he's down, he's down by a tenth almost. So that doesn't look good for Vifix. He needs a mega parabolic exit, parabolic exit to make it count. And is he improving? Will he improve? Will he take the pole position? Goes to the line, and he
and he
does.
takes the
He
pole
does. Well done, Vifix.
just by almost 500. That was a great lap. That was a great lap by him.
And
And Caesar
amongst that,
stays P3.
Caesar stays P3 just so a tenth separates top four. A tenth, and then it's Ethan. So Kimi is finishing his, but he has invalidated it. So Ethan, Jishnu, Shadow, Ahif. So yeah,
Yep.
Ahif had a. I'm guessing he lost quite few time in the parabolic eye, but well, that's the quali done. And what are your thoughts so far, Smith?
We did kinda, see that it would be likes of Wifix, Hoshra, Caesar, who would definitely be in the top positions during the quali, which is the case right now. And if the race goes well, and if we don't see that many DNFs, we can't really say how many because hey, it's Monza. But if race goes well for everybody, then I do feel it would be these guys on the top, because while the track is fast, it does require consistency from certain exits. But we are done with quali, and we have Vifix just ahead of Kushraf by 5 tenths, and Caesar taking P3. Then we have Basil, Ethan, Kimi, Jishnu, Gosalia, Shadow, Ahif in the top 10. And after that, we have Easy Level Bot, Bharat, Phantom, Mayank, Chips from P11 to P15. And then we have Vintage player Noopshan, Vyom, TBK, and Thakurwa, who did not put up a lap time. So, yep, this is quali at Monza, and we'll wait for the race. But what are your predictions, Suraj? You've been asking me. I want to ask you if do you have any predictions for the race?
I don't want to get into that game. It's very tricky. It could go any way around, but my money is on Hushra Vifix, either of them taking the win, but you cannot discount Caesar. So that being said, but Ahif has been is too quick as well. So but yeah, I think my predictions would be Vifix, Hushraf, and Caesar for the podium. Just playing the odds.
Great. So, are you sure with your thing that it's not going to rain at Monza?
Well, that's what the data says, but you can never know. But yeah, I think for like 1 hour it says there's no rain. So,
Okay.
um, so yeah, I know we all would want some bit of rain here and there, but that makes things interesting. Adds a lot of drama, but not in this session. So yeah, I think it's time where all the drivers are tweaking their strategies, thinking about the next steps and preparing and all set for the formation lap. The formation lap is on, right, Smith?
Yup, it is. It is on.
Okay.
Yeah. What strategy would you go for? Would you go for medium to hards or soft to hards, or I don't know?
Well,
If you were Vifix or Hushrov or Caesar, in those top three, top five, what strategy would you choose?
honestly, the 7 months before could have easily told, but yeah, I think it's hardly 7 days where I picked up the game. So, haven't raced in Monza yet. I don't know, but by the looks of it, it definitely is a one-stopper. What we saw in yesterday's D2 race. And if they are starting on softs, I'm guessing they would want to go on hard tires as early as lap 11, lap 12, or maybe lap 10. But yeah, I think one stop is possible, but we have seen things changing quite frequently in league racing. So safety cars, you can never know what the strategy gonna be like. But yeah, we could see pit strategy powered by AWS says mediums, and then post 14 laps it says hard tires.
Correct.
Pit strategy.
I'm just looking at the data right now for the tires, and Vifix did start on softs. Then we have Basil starting on softs and Shadow starting on softs in the top 10. Apart from those guys, it's everybody on medium in top 10. And then it's easy level bot, the one who's P11, is starting on hards along with the guys in P19 and P20. So only three guys on hards, if I'm not wrong. Yep.
Yeah, and but yeah, easy level. I'm not surprised. He's a guy who does take some, who I guess is one of the masters of alternate strategy and has made it work. So, uh, but yeah, the mayhem. I think all 20 drivers. What we need is no front wing, not a single carbon fiber uh, getting ripped from the car shell. But yeah, Vifix on softs and Hushraf on medium. So both Hushraf and Caesar on medium. So that is interesting. But and as we are ready for the lights out, and looks like we have a decent angle for a change,
Yep.
and we wait for a Mercedes of Yom to join the pack, and oh, there is a glitch. Is it a glitch? I
What
see
glitch? I don't
an
see.
Alpine. I see an Alpine on
Ah,
the middle of the pit straight. That's strange, but hopefully, or now it is all sorted. So, yep. Uh, is it starting? I don't see a lights by angle, but yeah, it looks like it's five lights off, and away we go. And Vfix does takes has a good launch, but so does
but look at
Caesar,
Caesar's.
and are they oh man, oh yes, and Caesar and Vfix go side by side and they touch, and Caesar has to take the curve, and what it does, it gives Hushraf an opportunity to make an overtake, and Vfix is flying right now because of that incident. But yeah, it's pretty much even Stevens, I would say, at the start, and no, top four stays at what position they started. But Jishnu has made some gains, 2 positions already, but Vintage Player has gained 7 positions, mate.
Yup, I do see that. Vintage has gained 7 positions in just 2 turns right there, which is crazy. Definitely crazy. I don't know what kind of start he got, or I don't know what things he avoided right in the front, but that was a great start by Caesar as well. He did get ahead, but I think he had to, give way to Vifix to make that corner as well. So top four, yep, keeping their positions. Jishnu climbing by 2. Then we have Ethan.
Who is trying to
Okay,
make an overtake on
I think it
Basil?
was Ethan.
Right, so Ethan makes an overtake on Jishnu round the Parabolica and looks like Jishnu didn't had a good exit, but yeah. Oh, Jishnu is slowing down. Jishnu is slowing down for some reason. And has stuck behind his teammate Shadow, who has made 3 positions already. So yeah, let's see Vintage Play and that red Ferrari, 75 years of existence. Man is paying tribute in a very right way as vintage player. So yep, P9 for him, and going down Bharat, who has again made a couple of positions gain, and Kimi and IF being the top losers and easy. And I see Vyom and Chip Schema already in pit, so didn't catch that incident, but yeah, that is. Uh,
Yeah, a bit
that is how the
unfortunate
turned
for
out.
them. Yeah.
Right, so let's see the interval how.
I think Mayank just overtook easy level just before the Ascari. That was the closest battle going so far, and he did make the most of it. But then there is a huge gap ahead of Mayank. So until then, let's go back to the top four guys because Ethan and Basil are really close to Caesar.
And it's lap 3, so DRS is enabled, and it's gonna be a train from right from Hushraf till Jishnu. As a matter of fact, changed right till Kimi P11, so P2 to P11
Gonna
is
be huge DRS train,
and
yeah.
now it is P13. Now it is P13. Till P13 it is DRS train now. But yeah, as we speak, Shadow has made an amazing move on Ethan. And Codemaster's fucking it up by giving a bad angle, but yeah, that was a job well done by Shadow Sword to 1-1.
Yep, I guess it's softs are playing nicely as of now. We could see them dying off soon in next maybe 5 laps or something. But they got to make the most of it, just like Vifix is currently doing. He's already up by 1.7 seconds as we speak. So, yep.
But this is the time, I think, in couple of laps, his swords will start fading away, and that is when Hushraf, Basils, and Caesars will start inching towards Vifix. But yeah, it's a game of strategy. It always has been a game of strategy and pace and skill of the driver. So, but it's quite close and very difficult to see where the battles are coming from. It's DRS all
Yeah.
around.
Meanwhile, Bharat just overtook Vintage just before the first chicane and goes to P9. So that was a great overtake by him.
Indeed, Bharat. So yeah, but yeah, he is 1.5 seconds behind Yash. So he will not have DRS. So will Vintage strike back in DRS 2 of Monza? As needs a good Lesmos exit. Does Vintage, but looks a little too far to make any gains through the DRS, but DRS will certainly help him to close the gap to Bharat and maybe have a run on him in the pit straight. But
Right.
that having said that, let's see if we are having any close battles anywhere.
I'm
Um,
interested in what Basil actually does behind Hushraf because Hushraf doesn't have a DRS on Vifix. Basil has chance to overtake Hushraf. He's on softs and he has DRS on him. So do you think he's just playing safe with the softs or should he attack? Because it's been 2-3 laps. He has DRS. He's not really making those moves. So
I mean, he could be playing smart. He knows Vifix is quick. My apologies, Hushraf is quick. And tires will start fading away soon. So might as well stay in DRS and let Hushraf pull Basil. So that could be a case. And I could see Sid Venkatesh in the chats and doing his job well, pretty much. So hi Sid, how are you? But having said that, Caesar is not in DRS, and Shadow is charging. Shadow is charging, and yeah, Shadow is on softs, and he is charging. But yeah, Caesar is back in DRS. So yeah. Let's see any other battles happening. But yeah, I see Yash very
I
close
think
with
Yash,
Jishnu
yeah, he just
and
overtook
makes
Jishnu
a
just before
move
the
in
Ascari.
Ascari. But would you want to make a move in Ascari with the DRS trade Justin Button? And I see Bharat
Oh,
and Jishnu going
yeah.
away. So yeah, sure. Said I will do that. And see if Jishnu is gonna make a move back on
Oh,
Yash,
wait, I
but
think
he's
Shadow just made a move on Caesar
oh
just before
going into
turn.
turn one, and is
Yep.
it Hamilton? Verstappen repeat? No, it will not be, and no, just
Oh,
as
I
I
think
was
he lost
saying,
a bit.
and
Ah,
Caesar tapped on the back of Shadow. Shadow would be fuming right now. But up to stewards to see what happened in that incident. But having said that,
meanwhile, Sid is just requesting if you can show the tire compounds.
which I just did, yeah.
Okay, great.
So, um, right. So let's go back and see if
Oh, I
any other move.
see someone spinning out. I think that was Phantom. Yep, that's Phantom. Unfortunate for him.
So yeah, I think there has been few actions in top six, top seven. Let's see what's happening down below. Kimi having a lonely race, I must say. A second and a half behind Bharat, and 2 seconds for down is Vintage, who is challenged by IF. Will IF want to make a move? But yes, IF is going for it. Why would he want to do it? And then Vintage is letting IF and TBK go ahead. Is it because of the DRS? But if it is, then smart move. But IF is challenged by TBK, and TBK looks like he is ahead into going into turn one. Will he make a move? Yes, he makes a move stick, and that IF has to tuck behind TBK. But yeah, IF doesn't look like IF Smith.
Does he feel a bit like? Are you saying that? Does he feel a bit slow on this track today?
He does. He does. I mean, he is pretty quick, I would say, and aggressive in the right way.
Correct.
But it doesn't look like. But yeah, not sure if it's a track specific thing for him or no. But as we speak about him, he is behind Ethan, who is behind DBK. Austin and Vintage is.
Meanwhile, Pushrov has caught up with Vifix and is under his DRS while we speak. While we were looking at those guys in the battle for top, I think for P10 to P11.
P10,
Yep.
yep, P10. So yeah, and that is going, and Shadow drives into the
Shadow
pit.
already
So
pits. Yep.
first of the soft runners to be in pit, and what does that? Where does it bring him out? I'm guessing around about P15, P16. So yeah, and the fight for P9 still is on, and looks even Stevens for now. But let's go back to Hushraf and say, and as we speak, Mayank puts a fastest lap on a set of mediums. So I'm not sure why would he go to mediums, Mayank. But yep, Hushraf back in DRS, and this is the time. This is the lap. I think lap 8, lap 9, where your soft start fading away. But Vifix is known to be quick with the used tires as well, but doesn't look like he can hold that P1 for now, as Hushraf is damn close, 3.5 tenths, while after as they exit Parabolica, and oh, that Swifix is into pits right now. So yep, it's Hushraf who is closely followed by Caesar, who's almost like 4 seconds. So Caesar is 4 seconds behind Hushraf. I'm not sure if he made a mistake or it's just the pace that he's struggling with. But yeah, let's see where Vifix comes out. He would want to not come out in traffic, but looks like he does, and he's behind Phantom. So P14 for Vifix. But yeah, as we speak, let's see how the pit scenarios have looked so far. Um, so yeah, from P14 to P20, all have made a stop, and the tires they are on. So yeah,
I think the closest battle so far is Kimi and Jishnu right now. He could be making a move.
so it's not just Kimi, it is Jishnu, Kimi, and Bharat, and Yash, right? So it's a battle for P3 right now.
Oh, I see someone spin. Is that
Ooh,
Caesar?
it is Caesar,
That was
it is
Caesar.
Caesar. What happened there? What happened there? And Caesar goes to the pits, and Mayank gets a 3 second time penalty. I am wondering why would likes of Mayank and Nupshan go on medium right now?
I think they
Surely.
are. I think they are looking for a safety car towards the end. Maybe because hey, there could be one. You never know. I think they are trying a very aggressive strategy.
They are indeed, and as we speak about mediums, why mediums? Nupshan puts a fastest lap, so that's a decent lap. And let's see how the warning scenarios looks like. Um, so yeah, Yash has a warning. So does Kimi. And two warnings has URL Ethan, so just a warning away from getting a 3 seconds. And the only guy to get a penalty for track extension is Mayank, who is just ahead of Caesar. And Caesar would want to dispatch Mayank as soon as possible. But I think he made a mistake. He had few incidents with Shadow, and now a spin, so not going so good for him. But having said that, let's go back to Vifix and see if he's making any gains. He's still behind Phantom Smith, and he would want to go ahead of it and go as high as. And as we speak about him,
I
Vifix.
think that was Vintage doing donuts there. Did he spun? I don't know, but yeah, I think Vintage would be definitely. Sorry,
Yeah,
Wifix would be going for the move over here. It should be easy for him as far as
yeah,
we
and
know.
his goes in turn one. It is close by side, but yeah, clean racing, good racing by Vifix and Phantom. Um, Racing buddies since quite some time, quite some seasons. But yeah, Vifix now on a charge. Now he wants easy level Thakurwa because post. I think there is a gap. There's a gap between Thakur and I, which is of 7 seconds. So he would want to get in that clean air and push as hard as possible, but he wouldn't want uh, a DRS to move away as from him as well. So that's how 11 laps of racing in Monza has been. But let's see if we are having any close battles. So yeah, TBK is 5 tenths behind Ethan, who is 8 tenths behind Kimi. So again, P5 to P8, it is a DRS train. So let's see if something comes out of it. And this into turn one. And as we speak, Jishnu gets a 5 second penalty, and all three of them, four of them, have gone into pits.
Yep.
So yeah, this is the moment of truth. Hushraf,
Yeah, let's
where
see
will he
how.
come? Where will he come? He will
Yep.
come in front of Apex. But yeah, undercut is something in this game. So as we speak, Hushraf is just behind Vifix, and that's just like 3 tenths, 5 tenths. So I so
The biggest part is Vifix tires are warmed up. They're 3 laps old.
yeah, 3 lap
Hoshraf is
holders.
just on new sets of tires. So he's gonna lose out time, I think, in the first maybe lap or two, and then he's gonna pick up. Because we do see, the time dropping. He went from 3 tenths to 1.1
Yeah, but
as we speak.
Hushav would want to be in the DRS. He would want to push as hard as possible, but he's also being challenged by Phantom, who is just 5 tenths behind. And as we speak, he is from 1.1. He is, and you could see him weaving on that straight, and but he is dropping. He is dropping massively, and could this be a chance for Phantom to make a move, or could it be a chance for Basil to make a move on as we speak? The Aston Martin of
Yep,
Phantom
Phantom.
has spun, so that would be a relief for Hushraf, and he can focus all his efforts to go ahead and close the gap to Vifix. So yeah, Vifix and Hushraf P7, P8 are effective race contenders for today. Uh,
Definitely, that does look like true. But the
so
great thing that played well for Vifix on this lap was cold tires of Hushraf, and he got DRS from easy level bot.
and
So that
talking about Yeah, and talking about easy level bot, will he make a move? Will he be able to make a move, or he'll just stay for turn 6? Maybe make a move out of Lesmos. What do you reckon?
I was actually closely looking at Viom and Ahif because Viom just made a move on Ahif just before the second chicane, the fourth turn.
Oh,
So that was
that's
very close, very
so
close.
many
The guys over
cars.
there, yeah,
So many cars in the DRS stream. So yeah, I
yeah. But I'm
think
sorry, you were saying something.
yeah. So I was looking at Vifix, who makes a move on TBK. As a matter of fact, TBK fell back. So oh, it's a DRS train now. Thakur, Easy, and Vifix and Hushraf would be gutted right now. He's not getting any DRS, and Vifix is getting all of it. Uh, so yeah, Vifix, will he make a move now on easy level?
I think
Looks
it
close,
would be
looks
the right
close.
time.
Coast takes a look on the right, but so tight that
That was too
battle
tight.
is. But yeah, and now he moves to P2 Vifix. So yeah, coming back on to our previous action, Vyom followed by Ahiv Bharat, Caesar, Nubshan. A lot of cars in so little space, and I
Oh,
think
why does? Oh yeah, yeah. There was a contact between Bharat and Ahif. Unfortunately,
uh,
Ahif was spun out there. And in all that, Hushraf is under DRS of easy level bots. So I think it's time for him to catch up to Wifix.
so yeah, I think it's about time, and Vifix behind Thakurwa, 6 tenths, 5 tenths. But yeah, I think he'll be just waiting to make a move onto turn 1. But uh, any actions happening around the track? I see Ethan
I
very
think the
close to
next move
Kimi.
would be Hushraf on easy and Wifix on Thakurwa, is what I personally feel. But we'll see.
But yeah, let's go back to our race lead right now, Thakurwa, who is now getting dispatched by Vifix Karai onto turn 1. So that's a move. And as we speak, we could see Hushraf making a move on easy level. So Hushraf almost second and half behind Vifix right now. But he is out of DRS range. But would want to make good inroads into Lesmos, Hushraf, for him to get any chance of getting a DRS on Thakurwa. But as we speak, I see there is a battle going on with Jishnu, who is almost a tenth behind, and as we see, Yash has
Oh, there's a contact.
yeah, I think Yash had a moment over there, and Jishnu almost got collected. But oh, and as we speak, Jishnu, no. So that would have been some damage, I'm guessing, for Jishnu. But yeah, coming back, Hushraf, who is in DRS range of Thakurwa, who is in DRS range of Vifix. So Vifix is not pulling away from Thakurwa. But let's see. Easy level has not made into pits yet. He started on hard tires and he is
Yeah.
going strong. Easy level and TBK, both of them started on hard tires and they are going strong. So, but by the looks of it, if they go into pits, I am guessing they would be coming around P16, P14. But yeah, the field is too tight, isn't it, Smith? No safety cars, but yeah, that's a Div 1 pace we are talking about.
Yeah, like surprising. Honestly, there were no safety cars, and there has been no DNF so far. There were a few incidents here and there, but fortunately, there has been no DNFs. So that is definitely great. And looking at penalty situation, it's only Kimi, Mayank, and Phantom with. Sorry, it's only Kimi and Mayank with 3 seconds, uh, whereas Phantom and Jishnu with 5 seconds. So that was, I guess, the pit lane thing.
Yeah, and it's very easy to get a 5 second penalty in pits in Monza, and I could see TBK's light is flashing, so easy level eyes would have popped out seeing that, and now he would want to make a move. And as we think, oh no, what's happening today? What's happening today? Whoever we are seeing are spinning. That cannot be commentators' curse at all, is it, Smith?
I doubt. I don't want to take blame on ourselves. I don't think so. But
But yeah, as we speak, Basil has made a move on easy level, taking full advantage of DRS. So Basil, who started on mediums,
I think he did on mediums, yeah.
yeah,
Or
started on
was no. It was softs. My bad.
yeah
It
on
was on
softs
softs. Yeah.
and went into pits on 8th lap. Now 8 laps more, he is finding himself in P4. So he is he is our net P3 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah,
Yep.
great going Basil. Let's see what's happening. Kimi is in DRS range of Ethan, and Kimi and Ethan have been almost together in the race. Um, with so far with what I have seen so far. But yeah, so Kimi 8 tenths again has a 3 second penalty, so um, I will not aid his cause much. But yeah, who would want to make a move on Ethan. Uh, and let's see if he is able to. He looks close. 5 tenths behind, and Ethan's light is flashing. Ethan has no ERS.
Yeah. That looks difficult. Meanwhile, Hushraf's race is looking a bit difficult because he
Yeah,
hasn't
he
been
did lose.
really, and
Easy goes to
it's
pits now.
Thakurwa who's attacking him, staying under his DRS. So he has to, prevent Thakurwa from overtaking him. Though it's going to be difficult for him because he is on 17, 18 laps all hards. So he still has to make a pit stop. But yeah.
Yeah, and talking about pit stops, Easy Level Bot has made a pit stop. In all my good senses, he should have come out on a set of softs and would be going Godspeed, but he's 7 seconds adrift of the position which can make him come into a DRS train. So he has to
Yeah.
make some ground to be there. But yeah, Kimi is still in DRS range, but is not making any inroads on ERL Ethan. So yeah, and talking about inroads, Aif is trying to make one on Bharat. Goes into Ascari, and uh, Will would want to make all of it. I'm guessing by turn one, Will Ahif. So yeah, and I could see Bharat light flashing as well. So Ahif 5 tenths off on Bharat. Bharat, I'm guessing he will also have a DRS on Caesar. Uh,
I
who
don't
in
think so.
turns?
Bharat has DRS on Caesar,
Oh, he
but
has not, but his lights are
nope.
flashing. So yeah. So yeah, it's
Meanwhile,
pretty
TDK
much.
just overtook Chips, so Alfa Romeo boys exchanging positions there.
Right,
Which
and
makes me think Chips, Nupshan, Mayank not having the best of race. They did start from like towards the end, and they haven't really made too many places as far as I remember. I'll just quickly check the position change.
yeah, and Nubshan has gone into pits one more time than the rest of them, so that explains why he's 44 seconds. But then that explains why he's so behind. But 44 seconds is a bit too much for an extra pit stop, so he's not
Yep.
finding the pace that he would want to. Mayank not having great season, our D2 champion, but yeah, I think. Traction off is getting him giving him hard time, I suppose, but he looks like too close with easy level. Uh, will he be able to make a move on easy level? These guys, these boys have battled wheel to wheel before, but behind comes Phantom, who looks closer to Mayank than Mayank is to easy level. But will there be any exchange? Don't think
I
there
think
would
it's
be.
yeah, it would be too tight to
But
make
yeah,
any.
as we speak about it, Ahif is close to Bharat this time around. He tries to takes a look, but uh, didn't go for a move. But yeah, Bharat,
That would be risky. Okay, he backs out. Okay.
yeah, and he's so eager to make a move on Bharat. He feels that he can, but he's as I like to say, there but not there yet. For Ahif. But yeah, it is close. Vyom, Caesar, Bharat, Ahif. Talk about these two guys, Vyom and Caesar. Oh man, that would be a battle to watch, Vyom and Caesar. But yeah, as we uh, have a view on the battle between for P8. At the top, Vifix is holding his ground. 2 seconds adrift Hushraf. Basil 2 seconds further down, and 9 seconds down is Shadow. So it is pretty much settled for the podium positions, I would say, if there is no drama and no hanky panky from going from this point. Uh,
Yep, I think they just need to, drive on the line, not make much of a mistake. The P1, P2, P3 does seem like almost, secured. Until, of course, there is a last lap drama or something, you never know. And while I say that, I think I caught Shadow almost losing his car towards the end of turn 7.
and what does
And
that do? It gets Yash into DRS
Yash,
and in a
yep.
striking distance on Shadow. But will he make a move? No, he does not on Ascari, but he would need a great exit from Ascari, which he does, and cannot show and cannot see the telemetry of these drivers, but looks very close as Yash on Shadow. So would be waiting for the DRS overtake on discharging all the battery
That
pack
would
will be
be very
Yash.
easy for Yash.
But yeah,
I
and
think
go side by
Shadow
side.
shouldn't be fighting this one.
He's not, but as I see, Yash is out of battery as well. And as Sid is saying, come on, Yash. And yes, Yash makes a move on Shadow and goes to P4. And how will Shadow make a comeback to this? And Yash is flying away, 7 tenths already. And
Yep,
talking
and
about
Caesar makes
that,
a move
Caesar
on
makes a
Vyom.
move on Vyom. Yep, and
Yep.
that's very close. That's very close between Caesar Vyom and
Oh,
no
I
Caesar.
just saw
Is
Vyom
that
crash
what
out.
it is? Is that the car coming out? The one that we all dreaded and that
Is
one
that a safety car? No,
that
right?
we wanted. I don't see a safety car. It's just a yellow. Sector 1, Sector 2. So no safety
Okay.
car. And that was the Mercedes of Yom F1. It's a virtual
That's a
safety car.
VSC.
It's a
Yep.
virtual safety car. Uh, so it is, and we did not realize in virtual safety car. Hushrav has made is now back
Yeah.
into a second, or is it the Delta that is causing the confusion. But yeah,
Last
uh,
I saw it was 1.8. I don't know if he has really caught up that much.
and people getting penalties. I see Mayank getting one. I'm guessing it is for an overtake under yellow flag conditions. The game does give it out if you still feel that the car ahead is slow, but VSC is still going on. Vyom, another incident, another race, another incident. So, uh,
Unfortunate.
yeah, unfortunate. And as we say, Chips and Mayank and Pits. I'm guessing it's a pretty straightforward choice to go on soft. But yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Sid, tell it to Mayank, Chips, Vintage. If you who are in pits, but you had to go to pits, but uh,
But yeah, I'm wondering why would they really quit? So
yeah, and now we are in green flag conditions, but Yushraf is 1.2 seconds behind Vivix. Has he
yeah,
got
but
him
he
napping
could
on?
be getting DRS from the Alpine ahead. Does he? Yep, he does. He does.
Oh, that was gonna help Hushraf a lot, but he cannot be stuck behind Alpine for too long if he wants to. But yeah, let's see. Hushraf still a second behind. He is now back in DRS. So it is game on. Final three laps of this race, and our two championship contenders, the top two, will battle it out. So yeah, we are disappointed too, Desi Ninja. No safety car, but that's how people have drove this today in Monza. It's pretty close, has been pretty close all throughout. But yeah, will Hushraf get the DRS on Vifix?
He has on Alpine. I'm not understanding why is Noopsha not moving out of the way. Shove is
Oh,
Sonic crashes. You-
no,
Oh no
no,
no no
no,
no
no, no.
no.
And as we
Fuck's sake.
say, Desi Ninja, you just did it. It's safety car.
It's a proper safety car.
It's a safety car, and
Does Vifix go
mean,
into the pits? He doesn't.
which
Basil?
means,
Does he
ah,
go? Basil doesn't go into the pit.
let's see if Yash goes into pits. He has penalties. He has 3 second penalties. Will he go? Does Shadow go into pits? Oh, Shadow
He
goes. There was
doesn't.
a dummy by Yash, and did Shadow follow a dummy and goes into
Oh
pits?
my god.
No, 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 no.
Oh, if that was a dummy move and if Shadow fell for it, it was kind of.
So Thakurwa, no. Oh, there is Ethan, Caesar, Jishnu, TBK, all going to pits. Let's see, is he didn't go to pits? Phantom, is he going to pits? Yes, he is. Mayank is too far behind to take any advantage from the pit scenarios, but he can. I'm guessing Mayank did go to pits a couple of laps before,
Yep.
so
Just,
eh,
just I think when the VSC came in, so
man, we wanted some drama and we did get some drama.
we did get some drama there.
It's the last
But
two laps.
hey, look at Thakurva. He was P20, if I'm not wrong, and he's P5 now. So that's a great, I mean, commendable race from him.
Indeed, indeed. And let's see Thakurva on soft tires. Five
Yep.
lap all soft tires. He just needs 2 lap of dash to make any inroads, and Yash and Kimi have penalties, so he is net P3. Will he be P1, P2? Let's see. And as we say, Webfix is getting ready for the restart. How does he do the restart? Safety car has to go into pit lane. It has to pass that pit line for them to make a move. And we fix. Has he gone? Has he gone? Yes, he has gone. And Basil
Yes,
is
he
just
does.
going. Basil is right
Basil's
behind
gonna
him.
empty his tank, definitely. I mean, why would you stop?
That's so right. And Yash did takes a look, but he does not
Oh,
make a
someone
move.
spun. That was Bharat, unfortunate.
Or was it? Yeah, it is Bharat. It is Bharat. But yeah, so Thakurva should have made some gains by now. He is on fresher set, but Ethan is just behind him on a fresh set of soft tires.
Yup.
Why is Shadow on medium? So looks like Shadow fell into the trap of Dummy
Yeah, I
and
think.
could not prepare his tires. So yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. Having said that, let's see uh, how the race leader is faring so far. So 6 tenths, 7 tenths.
Oh, no, no, no. That was Thakurva crashing.
Uh,
Ah, no. That was a.
no.
And he resets to track. That was bad, Thakurva. Ah, never
So
mind.
yeah,
Let's go on board with.
but the scenario has changed. Vifix, who is on a 17 lap old hard tires, and now Basil again on 17 lap hard tires, but it is Ethan who is on a fresh set of soft tires. This is the final lap that he has to do whatever he wants to do. He makes a move on Kimi,
Oh,
makes a good one on Kimi, and then has to charge and make a move on Yash for that P3. But will he be able to make any on P1 and P2, guys? As of now, the only time will tell. So let's follow on Ethan, who is trying to make a charge, but Shadow comes back on Ethan.
oh, that
There
is
is
very
going,
close.
it is going very close, but it's all helping
Oh,
Yash Gosalia to run away. And if I see 3 seconds between Ethan, penalties for Ethan and Yash, so it is Shadow who's in net P3 right now.
correct.
But and Easy who is also close, but yeah, ride with Vifix who had made right call on the strategy, I would say. Had a few moments, had to make few overtakes, and had to work hard. But what
Yeah,
does that
Kimi
do?
spun out, unfortunate, and I'm seeing Caesar making a move. He does on easy level, and he's trying to make a move on Bharat, and he goes inside into the last corner. Does he stick that move? I
That's a
think
stick.
he does.
He does. Oh,
Oh my
nice
god, that
work
is
with
very close.
Caesar,
Very close.
but
Oh,
it is another day and another win for Vifix Cutter, who drove magnificently today and had some challenge by Hushraf, but who had to DNF unfortunately. But what does that do? Gets Basil and Yash on the podium. And great drive by Shadow Sword to 1-1. Caesar um, had a spin, lost
yep.
almost
I
7
think
10
the
seconds, but he did turn around, and he turned around in style for finishing in P5. Bharat, who was involved in lot of crazy battles today, uh, almost 300s of Caesar. So it is Caesar Bharat who crossed the line in almost side by side, but yeah, that's P6 for Bharat and Ethan. So great race, Smith, wasn't it?
it was. I think the last few laps did really caught us on board, I would say. And what a drive from Vifix. Kept his cool even during the safety car restart, kept Basil behind. Unfortunate for Hoshraf, who was looking really close, but he crashed out at the end of Ascari. But that puts Basil to P2, Yash Gosalia to P3. Uh, Unfortunate for Thakurva, who was again, looking really great, taking that P2 or even P3 well, but even he unfortunately crashed out and had to retire. But here we are, season making up, good positions. So I think AlphaTauri again, making good positions over here, making good points. And I guess that puts Wifex in the lead, or was he already in the lead for the championship?
Vifix was 2 points behind Ushraf,
Okay.
and from the looks of it, he would go 23 ahead. Um, Now, so yeah, let's see how things have fared out. It is Vifix, Basil, Yash taking the top three steps of the race and in podium, followed by Shadow, Caesar, Bharat, Ethan, Easy, uh, TBK, Jishno, Kimi, Vintage, Chip Schema, Mayank Ahe, Vyom, who crashed out and has the fastest lap. So, uh, for no reason. But yep, Phantom, Thakurwa, Hushraf, and Upshan dead last. So that's how our race went today. Uh, and I see our podium winners are in the chat. I have joined the party. Yash is here.
Yep, I think we are waiting
I've
for
Basil
Vifix
and
and
Basil, right?
yep, I'll just quickly have them added.
Yeah, I have added them. They should be here, but they are not. So we have a fix. We don't have Basil.
Wait, if you guys want to invite Basil, I can invite him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we want to. I mean, why is he not here?
I don't know. Ask
we
him.
have invited him.
But in the meantime, we can always go on board with Yash.
Yep. Wanna start Smith with Yash?
Yeah, definitely. So Yash, great race. From you, you were definitely looking great for points in the midfield. But then I think there were things happening in the middle of the race which really put you up there. Can you just take you through the race?
That was some hard racing by you, Yash, wasn't it? Lot of overtakes. Which one were your favorite?
Yep, I was about to ask you on that as well. That was a great dummy if Shadow, fell for it. That was a great dummy because he went on to mediums and it would have been crazy race between you two if he wouldn't have pitted, but he did go into the pits and that was a great move there.
Great race, Yash, and well deserved on P3. Moving on to Basil. Basil, just run us through your race. It was a topsy-turvy, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I tried to stay out of trouble as much as I could. Um, yeah, just putting in the laps, and then I was gonna settle for P3, but I was unlucky to shrub the DNF at the end.
But yeah, great racing by you. Were you expecting P2? I would say run around lap 8 or lap 10.
I was expecting podium at least. Maybe not P2, but definitely podium for sure.
But yeah, I think that was a really great drive by you, Basil, and congratulations on P2. Smith, any questions for Basil?
Yeah, after the safety car restart, Basil, I think it was just 2 laps remaining, if I'm not wrong. Did you think that you had a chance on Vifix just diving or going for the move,
Yeah,
or were you
I was
playing it safe?
tempted. I was tempted, but I played it safe.
Okay. Yeah, because you did seem to be playing safe since the beginning, staying behind Hushraf, behind
I
him like
I even
throughout the
stayed
DRS.
behind like Danish and easy level. I lost a lot of time, but I just
Okay.
didn't want to get caught up in any accidents. I just wanted to get to the line. Let's finish this.
Yeah, but you kept it safe. I mean, that was one thing that is required in the league races. So yeah, here we are, the top three. And speaking of top three, we have Vifix. Congratulations, Vifix, on winning at Monza, Temple of Speed, Sira Ghazi.
Italian team.
Italian team, Italian colors, and marking 75th anniversary of Ferrari. Congratulations, Vifix. You are now leading the championship. That race, I mean, what was going on when you saw that you started on soft tires and people behind you, your nearest championship rivals on mediums, and then the strategy and the safety car just run us through.
I mean, I think that strategy. I'll have to thank Shadow for putting that the strategy idea in my head.
Mm.
Because normally what ends up happening is I end up losing places off the start line. So this was just basically a way to not lose a place off the start. So it went on softs, and just driving the stint towards the end started giving up. But I knew if I could just get to the hard tire stint in the lead, then it was probably gonna be fine because I don't face these wear issues on like harder compounds of tires as much. So yeah, pretty smooth sailing from there. Had to pull off a couple of overtakes in the hard tire stint at the beginning because I thought that the pack would be relatively bunched up still and I'd come out at the back when I made my pit stop after 8 laps. But I came out like I think it was just like 12th or something. So then I had to overtake yeah, easy level Thakurwa, these guys on who didn't pit earlier. So that could have cost me perhaps. The overcut might have worked for Hushraf, but luckily it just came out ahead of him at the pit stop phase. And yeah, from there I think it was pretty smooth sailing. And then so when people are gaining 6 tenths on you per lap down a straight line, yeah. But lose 1/10 through dirty air, yeah. It all of a sudden it becomes very difficult to keep ahead. I think you saw that the gap went from like 2.7 seconds to like a second, 6 laps. That is surely down to the pure skill of the driver in P2, so I won't question that. But yeah,
Talking about
then
driver in P2, how relieved were you when you saw Hushraf crashing out?
To be honest, want to I want to have good fights, and it was a good fight, more of a strategy battle again. Shout out to the division because this has been like the third race where safety cars don't come out like every 5 laps like it was last season. And yeah, in fact, the safety car, I don't even think it needed to come out at that point because we were like 3 laps left. So it makes no difference. The game is bugged anyway. It doesn't even let the pack catch up. So why bring out a safety car? But yeah, just smooth sailing from there on. To be honest, because I knew I had a lot of battery to defend from anyone else. After the safety car, and yeah, I'll take it 3 in a row, hat trick, and yeah, we move.
But yeah,
Congrats for keeping the AlphaTauri boys up there. Yep, I would.
Still at that 50% record this season.
Yep.
but yeah, talking
But
about
Vifix, just one question. Sorry, Suraj, just
yeah,
one question. Towards the end, I think Hoshira was just under DRS of an Alpine driver. I believe it was Nupshan. Did you felt that pressure like when he was catching up? He started catching up after a point. It was just 5 or 6
Uh,
laps remaining that he crashed out. But
I mean, to be honest, I thought that, we talk about sporting ethics a lot here. So I thought that
Yeah.
sportingly, like, since obviously the car ahead isn't letting him go through like he wants, as he's
Mhm.
talking about right now, so he should sportingly give me the gap back that he were, because he's such a sportsman and believes in sportsmanship, like I do, of course, which is why I didn't overtake him in the last race. But yeah, if he believed in sportsmanship that much, then he probably would have given me the gap as well. And we all know that from his previous behavior, he probably would have done it. So. Yeah, I don't really think then that would have been a threat, because 2.5 seconds to catch up in like 3 laps. Yeah, you'd have to put Yarno up on the wheel of that thing.
No, what I meant was he already had caught up because of
Yeah, no, but he would
the
have given
ghosted
it back
Alpine
because
driver.
he's a
Okay,
sportsman. Like that's what, like, in the last race I was a sportsman. I didn't overtake him, which is why that report was thrown out. So obviously, because he's a sportsman, he demands sportsmanship from people. He would have given it back, like all the gap.
makes sense.
Well, that's a hell of respect between you and Hushraf, Vifix. So commendable job to both of you for the season. And I think that's all from the Combox today. It was lovely having you, Smith. And congratulations once again, Vifix, Basil, and Yash on that podium. So that's 7 signing off today,
Cheers.
along with Smith Shah. And good night.
Cheers,
Just
good night.
1-7 people, get it right, especially you, Suraj.
That's so true.